Do you think the Asari would get offended if somebody told them that they all look the same? Because, I mean, outside of some different color variations, there's really very little difference between them. Like, it's one of those things where it's like you say that to like a different, like, you know, like, oh, black people look the same. I don't think that, but, you know, it's a phrase that people throw around. And I feel like they get offended. And it's like, oh, all white people look the same. It's like, all right. I mean, I also don't think that's true. It's like all Asian people look the same. That's also not true. Like I feel like one black person is going to look similar or more similar to a different black person than to a white person. But I mean, to say they all look the same is really fucking like I really want to know if the people who say that really can't tell the difference or if they're just that I don't know, rude, racist, whatever. Because I've never once had that issue. But with the Asari, it's very much unless they have like a different shade of skin, like I really can't tell them apart. Like they literally look identical to me. From Sellers, I want to send my appreciation for clearing my dear friend Sanjiv's name. I did the ordeal he was subjected to by the exiles who took him, but it does my heart good to know that he will be remembered as a faithful member of this incredible endeavor and not a traitor. Perhaps now I can finally put the Nexus revolts behind me and start looking to the future. From Nyx, this is Kadara, but everyone calls me Sid. Yeah, thanks. I know this isn't following protocol because who am I to contact a Pathfinder through their personal console, right? But I know Vetra will tell me I'm overreacting, and I swear I wouldn't do this unless I thought it was something serious. There's just stuff going on here that doesn't really add up, and people are getting hurt. It's hard to explain. Can we talk in person? I'm in operations. Thanks. I mean it. Thank you. Still sorting through everything, but it's easier since we talked. No idea what the other Asari will make of Sarissa now. Will they trust her judgment on what planets to settle? Follow her against the Ket? Remains to be seen, I guess. Meantime, let's hit some bad guys, shall we? P.S. Thanks for the hug. Needed that more than I thought. You're good at this. See, now, I feel like the hug was taken as a romantic gesture, but me personally, I'm kind of a hugger, so I mean, I really didn't mean it as a romantic gesture. I really meant it as a feel better gesture, you know? Anyway, hey Ryder, remember me? Hi Daria. We talked at that nice outpost of yours while I was taking care of evacuees from our ark. Not anymore though. We're heading home. With the Lucinia back at the Nexus, they've got the people and shuttles to get us back there. They're saying none of it would have happened without you. I believe them. Thank you for everything. Lieutenant Hydaria. I do not remember seeing that name in any of the things we read. Granted, we could have very easily missed some of those things. They are very easy. Since we're already here, we'll go talk to Sid. I don't know what Sid has to say to us, but, you know, we'll have to see. See, now, like, that's another thing as well, right? Like, in a sequel, like, it could very well, like, they could put Sid as your Turian. Because, I mean, they're going to obviously give you a Turian, a Krogan, and a Asari, yada, 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 right? And then if the Quarian arc ever showed up, they could give you a Quarian. And they give you an Angara, obviously, and you know whatnot, and I have at least one human. But like, I think that would be neat. Like that's the thing, right? Like I really wanted a sequel to this game purely because of the twin aspect. Like because, like I said, you picked the male for this one, you play as the female for the second one. Now that may annoy some people because maybe there are some people who care more than others about who they play as. Now, like I said this before in different videos, but like me personally, if there are no romance things in a game, I will generally play as a female because they're smaller characters, they take up less of the screen. There's usually more customization options for them that don't look stupid. And if there is difference between the male and female characters, like in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, generally the female ones are stealthier. Now, obviously, in that game, you did play as both, not one or the other. But as I just generally ran around and did stuff, I played as Evie more than Jacob. And then in Dragon Age, the last one, I played as a female instead of a male, even though it's romance, because the only romance option I actually liked was a lesbian. So
good that you're here, Ryder. I found something while monitoring comms for the Nexus. Multiple attacks by people called the Three Sabers. They're hitting outposts and supply vessels. The really weird part is they seem aware of our operations, like they're getting intel.
What are you saying? That someone's feeding them info?
Maybe. It would be really bad if that were true, right? I've reported it, and they say they'll investigate, but then forget. But you're the Pathfinder. If someone's betraying the Nexus, you have to do something about it.
If they seem to know our operations, that could spell trouble. Best to get to the bottom of it.
Thank you. I knew I could count on you. Best Pathfinder ever. I don't know where they hide, but I got the nav points for their most recent raids. Maybe the Tempest scanners can figure out where they went.
All right. I'm going to assume space attacks. Yeah, that'll be shit that we do while on the day. Oh, I guess since we're here, we can look. No, and no. Okay. No more missions. That's good. I didn't think there would be. I mean, like, the story arc, while, like I said, being a very important thing game-wise, or, like, lore-wise, gameplay-wise, it's a very minor thing. Like I said, it is a side mission. So, I mean, there's only so much you could do. Alright. So, like, playing as... So, like, I would assume, once again, that there would be romance options in a sequel to this. So, you know, once again, me personally, I do prefer playing as a male when there are romance options. But I do play as females in general, so that... Because, for the most part, either it doesn't make a difference, or the females are stealthier, which is generally how I like to play my games. So, you know, like, even Skyrim. Like, if I go to play a stealth character, I'll usually play as a chick, even though there is technically romance in that game. You know, as much as you can call it that, it doesn't really make a difference. And now, once again, in that game, it really, to be fair, I play as a female dark elf. Because, by all means, shorter, smaller, darker skin, stealthier, instantly, right? Boom, they are stealthier because they blend in the dark more. And are harder to spot. Now, gameplay-wise, obviously, it doesn't really make that big of a difference.
Welcome back.
I imagine it does make some difference because... Obviously, it is a smaller character model, and obviously stealth is based on line of sight for characters. And I know that if you pick the taller characters and males, like I know speedrunners of Skyrim tend to pick male high elves because they are taller and therefore have longer legs and therefore move faster. Like, that's actually a thing where the taller character models move faster than the shorter ones. And since high elves are the tallest characters, speedrunners have actually used, or speedrunners apparently really focus on those specifically because they move just that little bit faster. And if you're a speedrunner, or you've watched speedrunners, you know that any little advantage is taken just to shave those precious few seconds off.
Nav point where the three sabers supposedly attacked a supply ship.
Emergency medical ship.
Unique radiation signature from the scans. I think their drive's leaking ESO.
Does it lead anywhere?
I'm only getting a general vector. If we scan the other sites, we could narrow it down.
Okay. But yeah, like, it would be really cool for a sequel to this because, like, you know, you could... Because, like, obviously with Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, you ended up with a lot of the same characters. Like, I say that even though... Because, I mean, like, you start with Ashley and Caden. Whichever one survives the first one comes back to you in the third one, and you meet them in the second one. Garrus and Tali, I think, are the only two that are with you in every game, because Liara is with you in the first game and once again comes back in the third game, even though you talk to her in the second one. Trying to think of, because you do get... Oh, right, you get the matriarch. Adjudicator? Whatever, you get the judge lady for your Asari in the second one. But since you're always Ryder, you always carry those relationships forward, right? Whereas in this game, if you switch to the twin, you would, and then like all of Ryder's team stayed with Ryder, you would have an entirely new team. Like when you played it, you'd have entirely new relationships, entirely new characters to build upon. But you could, like I said, I don't really remember how Cid's storyline ends in this game. I don't know if she ever comes and like wants to get... Well, I think she already said something about getting out into the field, but I don't know if she ever says that she wants to fight or anything. But like, they could put Cid on your ship. You know, they could put some of these side characters that you meet as your team members for the second game for your twin, and like that would just be like really cool, right? Oh, there's no talking for that one. I was waiting because I figured that they would talk and I didn't want to talk over them. But yeah, like I just really think that it would have been like really cool. Like when I first finished this game, I was like, oh, I can't fucking wait for a sequel, because like I want to see what like my decision, like what my choices in this game did moving forward. I want to see some of these other characters. And then, like, you know, once again, if you go trilogy, if you wanted to go for a trilogy, in the third game, they very well may have you, you know, they could do it where you pick which one you want to do or which one you want to go to with. And if you've transferred your save file forward as you went, you know, you got them and their team, right? So, like, you could play, and then, you know, which team did you like better, you know? Now, the shitty thing could be, it's like, what if you preferred certain ones from that team and certain ones from the other, which, to be fair, probably going to be the case. I mean, like, what if for your Turian you preferred Vetra over Sid? Either gameplay-wise or personality-wise, you know? Or for your Krogan, you preferred Drac over whoever, or you, because I guess we don't really have a whoever, because we haven't really went to the Krogan colony yet, but I imagine that there's at least somebody there that we could kind of assume would make a good partner. But I can't really think of any off the top of my head. I don't really remember very many of the Krogan in this game, but to be fair, the Krogan all kind of blur together. They give them all more or less the same personality. But yeah, it's like, what if you like certain characters off of Sarah's team and certain characters off of Scott's team, you know? Like, then what? You know, it's like, are you allowed to mix and match? Who knows? I mean, they could make it where they could make it an Assassin's Creed Syndicate like thing, you know, where you like where you swap between the two, you know?
This should give us a final location, Ryder. Got it. I'll forward all the information to your Omni tool.
All right. To their hideout on Kadara. Wow, I'm actually really glad we did that then. Like, damn, that was not planned. I did not remember that led back to Kadara. That was 100% coincidence. But yeah, like that would make it even better, you know, because you have, and especially if you kept your save files going forward, you know, because then like you could have, and you actually built them differently. Like obviously I have Ryder built as more of a soldier with a little bit of tech backup and technically has biotic powers, but and you know, I could build Sarah as more of I say Ryder and then I say Sarah, even though they're both Ryder. But, you know, I could build Sarah, you know, so like Scott right now, the way I have him, and I could build Sarah a different way. And then they could play differently as you go. And obviously with the respec thing, even if you played them more or less the same as you went through their individual games, when you put them together, you could respec one so that it was a little bit different, you know? But yeah, I know BioWare did say that they weren't done with Mass Effect, but with the amount of shit this game got, for no real reason, by the way. There's nothing wrong with this game. It's a fantastic game. Yeah, let's see. What level am I? 39. I'm actually almost level 40. We'll definitely be upgrading all of our shit after we finish Kadara, just because I don't want to take the time to do it in between. And we did get a new Asari sword, so that's good.
I do. Great.
Because I still like that fucking teleport. Which is probably more the reason why I never built that, why I haven't bothered to build that other sword yet. More so than the, more than the fact that I just, you know, may very well be like a subconscious reason why I haven't bothered to go and build it. Just because then, you know, I would have to get rid of the teleport. Because I don't know how the other weapons work, because I honestly never used any of the other ones. I think I used the Omni tool a little bit. But like as soon as I got the Asari sword, I was like, all right, this is my weapon. What am I going? Oh, we still had so much time. I'm starting to hurt. Anyway, back to where the video started. In Kadara, in the slums. Well, granted, last video started, I guess. Finally on our way out to the planet proper. But hey, we picked up a new quest to do here.
Thinking of heading into the Badlands. Well, you may never come back.
What do you know about the situation out there?
You might say I'm the warden of the Badlands. It's not a place for tourists. Tough beyond these walls.
I can handle it.
A lot of people say that, and then we never see them again. Badlands are Kadara's dumping ground, like a giant prison. When you're too nasty for even this place, we kick you out there.
You mean exiles who get exiled?
Yep, worst of the worst. And some of them want to be there. Got secrets to hide, I guess. The water's toxic. Sulfur springs are everywhere. Have a nasty habit of catching fire. Yeah, so have at it. Knock yourself out.
I'm looking for a Remy Tamayo. Any idea where I might find her?
Tamayo. Oh, yeah. She's the one who kept insisting she's innocent.
She is innocent. The outcast collecting the fees made a mistake. Remy paid up.
Well, shit. That's never happened before.
Not here to point fingers. I just want to find her.
Look at you, playing the hero. Last time I saw your girl, she was talking with Johan and his crew. Nasty bunch. I'll send you the nav point to their last known location. Prepare for a fight.
You know, that's the one thing that I find hard to understand in a lot of these games. Is like, it's like, oh, she was talking to these guys. Like, all these groups that are attack on site, and yet people join them. And it's not that I don't believe people would join them. It's that I don't understand how people join them.
In this region are available,
Yeah, whatever.
I've added them to your nav system.
Alright. Nomad is ready.
All right, Sam. Show me what we've got.
Kadara's water is dense with sulfide minerals, the oxidation of which produces toxic streams and lakes.
Never liked swimming much anyways.
That is fortunate. Even the Nomad's shields cannot withstand the water's corrosive properties. The presence of monoliths suggests a vault that might reduce the acidity. However, outlaws, pirates, and other unsavory exiles inhabit Kadara's hills. The further you travel from the mountain, the more dangerous it will become.
Good to know. Let's get out there.
Alright, now there is a lot to this planet. Who the hell do I have
Pretty
with
if
me?
not for the burning water, and the exiles, and the smell.
Right? I say it'd be pretty if, you know, it wasn't this planet. Change out Cora, because we do need Jal for at least one thing, and then I do kind of want to switch him out just because, you know, we've been going Jal Vetra for quite a while now. So we'll actually quickly run over there if I can. Yeah, fuck it, I'll switch once we actually get there. If I can remember where it was. I want to say it's down here somewhere. So what is this quest? Better crafting. Why not? We will have to come back here, obviously, but like I said, I'm going to go and do this quest just because, like I said, there is...
Are you doing okay? After that whole exaltation business?
If it means what I think, how could I be doing okay?
You could be a sociopath.
Would you be okay? Ever?
No, I guess not.
Maybe I'm a sociopath, because I feel like I would be
The
okay.
exiles have quite a setup over there. Won't be
Yeah, they
happy to
do.
see us.
Oh. Oh, that guy got fucked up. Oof, that had to have hurt. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to go and do this with Jal just to get out of the way, because it's the only thing on here that we need him specifically for that I can remember anyway.
A wind farm. Smart.
Must be how they power Kadara Port.
Oh, what's that? Hello, Kai. How's it going? Decided to come and visit me. Kai's my guinea pig, by the way. For once, I didn't lock him up when I recorded, and now he is out and sniffing my butt because I'm sitting on the floor. Alright.
That exile camp has a high concentration of registered criminals, Pathfinder.
Nope. Oh my. Nice group of them there. Alright, nope. That's not quite the camp I'm looking for. I am looking for a camp similar to that, but just not specifically that
Hostiles
one.
ahead!
Like I said, assuming I am actually remembering where it is correctly, it should be near that waypoint. Oh man, there's a lot of locations to go through in this, and once again, they have a bunch that are, well, scan a bunch of things at the location or find a bunch of stuff at the location, and then I need to take the right-hand path, and now, we'll go there because there's a drop pod there.
Hey, Scudder. Get any closer and I'll hit you
Oh,
with a
okay.
corrosive bomb. Killed 2 looters today already.
There we go.
You want to test me?
Whoa, hey, we're no outlaws. We're friendly.
Then come prove it. Slowly.
Hi. This is exactly who I was looking for, actually. Hello, Kalja.
Well, you definitely don't look like an outlaw. Good thing I disarmed the traps. Sorry about that. I'm used to your kind giving me trouble.
What's my kind doing?
The usual. Trying to rob me, messing with the remnant, shooting at my people. Not all of them, of course. But enough to make me shoot first.
You said you had traps around here?
Corrosive traps. Made them with the gas from the vents.
That's smart.
You have to get creative out here. I learned sabotage when shooting stopped working. I can disable vehicles, take down shields. Anything that gives us an edge over attackers.
What are you doing out here?
Keeping my people safe. Between the Ket and the outlaws, we've been pushed out of our homes. Some decided to dig their heels in and weather the attacks. I'm making sure they survive.
The Resistance could use someone with skills like yours.
We have enough to deal with here. I'm not leaving my people.
If we don't take the fight to the Ket, your people will never be safe.
And what would you know about it?
The Pathfinder and I have seen what the Ket can do. In time, they'll come for Kadara. For you.
If you join, you can make a better world for your people.
Not just on Kadara. Everywhere.
When you put it that way, I guess I don't have much of a choice.
At least go to Vold and talk to them.
Fine, I'll go check it out. No promises.
Stay safe out here.
No problem there.
Alright. Well, actually, before we do that, I will open this. Oh, whoops. Let me just teleport out of your camp here. Alright. So since we're here, what is this? Collect plant samples. Sure. Now we'll head back to this one. And we'll change out Jal and Vetra. Because like I said, we have been traveling with them quite a bit. We may actually switch to Cora since we did just unlock her level 6 skills. Okay. So let's switch to Cora. And instead of Vetra... like I said, I don't really care for Liam. Could go Cora and PB, but that's a lot of biotics. Could go Cora and Drac, but then that's also a lot of close range. Fuck it, we'll go Cora and PB. We'll take Drac out when we're on the Krogan planet. That would make sense. Alright. And at least PB's... Well, I don't know. I was going to say medium range, but really she uses a pistol, so... I guess a pistol is still considered medium range. It's definitely not a shotgun like Cora has
I
or
hear
Drac
you were
has.
like a human huntress or something. I served with the Sorry Commandos, if that's what you mean.
So weird. Can't imagine fighting someone else's wars.
I was there to learn.
Learn what?
Patience, apparently.
I mean, like, were the Asari commandos fighting people that nobody else was fighting? I feel like that would be
Taking in the
weird.
view.
It's spectacular. These sulfur pools are dumping grounds for bodies. People hide all sorts of evidence out here.
And Kadara just keeps getting worse.
My name's Cineris. One day there'll be a reckoning for all these murders. I'm trying to collect the evidence and account for the victims.
That's just bleeding heart crusader crap. I'd rather collect whatever's on the bodies and make some cash.
This is Drexel, a leech. I'd prefer to shoot him, but that would kind of go against the whole grain of my work. These cesspools are scattered everywhere. If you find any bodies in your travels, let me know. Future justice will thank you.
Or let me know, and I'll thank you right now.
Alright. Now, it does say scan 5 corpses. They aren't all in this one acid pool. They are in a few different ones. Now, if you touch this water, you do get poisoned. Like, you do, like, your shields go down, like, immediately. Okay, let's see. Oh, see, like that right there, I got just a little bit too close. Can I make that? Or should I try going over the rocks that are on fire? Which sounds like it's a dumb question to ask, but it is a valid question. Now, as for your teammates, I don't know if they just don't follow you here, or if they don't take damage from the acid. Let's see. Salvage Team 13, the Vagabonds. Why did we ever pick up that helmeted weirdo? Baxter hasn't shut up all night. Even Marcus can't calm him down. He just keeps muttering and picking through the trash on his sled. Between Baxter being nutty and Pale still being depressed, it feels like the whole team falling apart. Even finding a new stasis locker didn't cheer anyone up. And why the hell did Marcus make me juggle our ration packs for a half hour? Since when am I a circus act? Oh god, Baxter started banging a ladle around like he's calling us for dinner. Screw it, I'm getting the pistol out of the rover. If that freak tries anything, it'll be the last mistake he ever makes.
The locker contains personal items. It is registered to the Parchero.
Parchero? This is from the Solarian Ark.
That means they got through dark space.
It looks like a salvage team is hunting down these lockers, meaning there's more. The Solarians are out there somewhere.
I actually did not remember that being a part of this, but... Let's see. Ah, there it is.
This body was dumped here, as Daenerys claimed. I have recorded the location and relevant DNA information for any future investigation.
Signs of asphyxiation via choking detected. That's always pleasant. Okay, and then there's another body behind me. Then there's a plant and a body in front of me. So we'll try for the one behind me first. Because I should be able to just skip over here. Perfect. You know, you really don't go as far forward as you do up. Like, if you go up, you know, like you go up that high. But when you go forward, I guess maybe. I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't seem like it. Healing Kadara's heart. Activate monoliths. Like I said, probably the least useful one to do.
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
Severe ballistic trauma. Okay. Because, yeah, like, I mean, obviously we're going to do it. There's no reason not to. But it's one of those ones that are definitely... It definitely provides the least benefit. Like, obviously, the one on EOS provides the most benefit. The worst part about this is I always end up losing... Well, not losing, I guess. But I always end up leaving the Nomad somewhere and then having to either run around the outside of these pools or run through it. I think it would be this is the plant sample. I would imagine. Is it not? It is not. Alright. But I know there's another body, but I don't know if it's exactly here. Didn't I not hear a ding when I did that? I guess not. Well, clearly not getting over there, although, okay, hang on, let's see. So the plant sample, I'm like standing on the plant sample, but yeah, the body is at another portion of it. It says that it's like just to my left, but I'm not. Could it be, oh, could it be that thing right there maybe? That could be it. I mean, that is to my left. Oh yeah, right next to the fucking thing. That's a weird plant, and I have no idea what Ryder just put that. Alright, back up and over the rocks that are on fire. Oh. Up there. And where did I park? There it is. Alright. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so I know that we have shit over here as well. That's more plant samples. 3 sabers to their hideout. Out of the frying pan. Wrongly banished thing. Alright. So we'll grab this. We'll go to the old lab and then we'll head to the right since there isn't very much over there. That's like the hotel or whatever the fuck that place is. I guess it's kind of a hotel, I don't know. But yeah, we'll try and clear like the right side out for now anyway. And see how long that takes us, because there is quite a bit on that right side. There's also a lot of empty space on the right side, but you know, whatever. Alright. I also do need to scan some of these, because I think they might be different, but I'm not 100% sure. Real core, that sounds the same, but maybe it's different. It is not. Oh my. Not really the best gun to do that with, but you know. Oh, fuck. I keep wanting to... Fuck. Every time I deploy that, by the way, and then switch guns, it's because I was trying to switch guns by New Dawn fucking controls. Which, to be fair, left bumper, that's most games' controls for switching weapons. Alright, you can actually usually see the body in the water as well without scanning, but there's also a good chance that you don't because of the glare of the sun, although this acid water is pretty fucking clear, man. Oh, well, yeah, there's no way I was seeing that. What is this one?
Another murder victim.
Severe burns.
The relevant information.
I mean, wouldn't you get severe burns from being dipped in caustic water? Right? Like, acid still gives you burns, right? Like, obviously, they're different kinds than fire burns, but I mean, it's still technically burning. Oh, and I guess we should probably stop at the monolith on the way as well. So yeah, we'll head up to the monolith, grab that, grab the docks lab nonsense, and then head over to stop the 3 sabers and rescue whatever the fuck her name was. Boost! Oh, supercharged boost is so fucking nice.
Serving with Asari commandos doesn't make you Asari.
When did I say that?
You sure act like it sometimes. It's kind of funny. Just saying, don't be that person. Nothing worse.
Then, yeah, I agree. But at the same time, I mean, it's like, I don't know. It depends. I mean, like, obviously when you're around a certain group of people or people who act a certain way, it doesn't have to be like a certain race or anything. Like, it can be an individual that acts a certain way. You're going to start, like, if you're around them enough, you're going to start to take on little things that they do, right? Like, you're going to act like them ever so slightly as you go, because, you know, that's just what you're... all the way up there again. Because, like, that's just what you've been exposed to, right? It's why a lot of people end up acting like... You know, it's why, like, a lot of community, like, people within, like, the same community, like, even just, like, the same neighborhood, you know, if they've lived around each other for so long, they all have, like, like, they all end up
You should now be able to interface
eventually, you know, turning a little bit more and more like each other every generation, you know? Alright, I feel like it might happen less nowadays just because of, like, the internet. You know, but back in the day, obviously, you know, that wasn't a thing. What goes... Okay. That one has to go there, which means that one goes there. Yes. Yes. Wait. Goes there. There and... there. There we go.
That did it! Nice going.
I guess that's another reason to bring PB along when I first visit a planet, is because, you know, I'm going to be doing that, so I'm going to be activating the vault and whatnot, so that does make sense that I would bring her for that. It is kind of her specialty.
We've got targets.
Yeah, I don't care though. See, now I feel like, obviously for video game
Dr.
reasons, the
Nakamoto's
same
lab.
shit is on like every
He did say it
planet.
was heavily armed.
But I feel like in real life, you know, for obvious reasons, that wouldn't happen. Oh, what? Tap to break free. I didn't know that was even a thing. Outcast sharpshooter, eh? I get it? Nope. Oh, hello. Alright, anyway. Ah, here go the proper outcasts now, which I do believe are enemies that we haven't really scanned. I see the sniper. Wow, you got real fucking close. PB infected them. Oh, you know what? I never did this.
Who invited the collective?
Who invited the collective? Is that who these guys are? It just says outlaw. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, collective. Alright, yeah. I feel like the collective and the outlaws are more or less the same enemy-wise. I don't think that they have any real differences. Alright, let's see. Outlaw we already had. Outlaw and the collective bodies apparently just disappeared or something. Outlaw, outlaw. Yeah, either that or else they just changed into outlaw when they died, which would be weird, obviously, but... Are you trying to be fucking invisible, you little bitch? Alright. Let's see. This is usually a thing, but it may not be. Oh, no, it is. Okay, good. Unless that's... Oh, that isn't even what I was up here to scan. Oh, I see. I was gonna say those computers are usually a thing. But whatever. Alright. Beep, boop, bop. Get this open. And pop. Hello, Doctor number 2.
Don't hurt me.
Yeah, just give me a second here. I need to do. Grab that. Check the terminal so I'll know whether or not you're lying. Slums need another re-up, also adjusted dosage. We had 2 more die on us. It's bad for business. We want them addicted, not dead. Lab Monkey should have another batch ready for you pronto. As for the dosage, might be dangerous to adjust without Ryota. I suggest keeping it as is. What with all your medical experience, just do as I say. Alright, so I think one of these people aren't actually a doctor or something.
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
I'm not here to hurt you, Dr.
Farinth. Dr. Arena Farinth.
I only want the Oblivion formula. Then I'll be on my way.
Ryota sent you, didn't he? With a sob story about Sloan misusing his medical breakthrough.
Something like that.
Oblivion wasn't his breakthrough, it was ours.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
Because I'm not hiding behind a false shield of morality. We always meant Oblivion to be a highly addictive drug. That it has medicinal value was a coincidence.
Then why did Dr. Nakamoto quit the Outcasts?
Ryota didn't quit. He was fired. Push Sloan for a bigger cut. You've had what, 1 conversation with him? I've known Ryota for years. Everything he does for credits.
But you're different.
I place survival above credits. Give Ryota the formula, and I'm as good as dead. Sloan will see to that.
I've seen Sloan's outfit. Not a lot of doctors. You're too valuable to kill.
She'll see it as cooperating with the enemy. Loyalty's more important to Sloan than brains.
Oh, I don't remember the right choice for this. I want to say that there is, in fact, a right choice for this, but because like I said, I want to say that one of these 2 isn't actually a doctor. Now, the other guy is treating patients, obviously, but I also feel like he may be... Like, I don't remember exactly which one is right. Because like I said, when I first walked up, I said I don't think that she's an actual doctor, but... Yeah, you know,
You're lying about Dr. Nakamoto to keep the formula.
You willing to bet my life on that?
Yes.
Yep.
That's cold, man.
Fuck you.
Because, yeah, I wanted to say that with that, you know, like, she doesn't want to change the dosage without him. And it's like, but you're supposed to be a doctor, so why can't you just change the dosage? And I want to say she's not really a doctor or something. When we go and talk to them, he tells her that she isn't actually a doctor or some shit. But, yeah, I think that was the right call. But anyway, I know I said that I wasn't going to do an outro, but that's 2 videos. This should be the second video. And I actually just got something else to do. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you Saturday for more.